My beloved child, you have felt something in the air lately. A shift so gentle yet so powerful that even your heart cannot explain it. You look around and everything feels the same. But deep within something is stirring. Something is calling, and that call is me. You try to silence it through the noise of the world, through work, through people, through endless thoughts, but it keeps returning, whispering quietly in your chest. That whisper is my voice. That stirring is my presence. That ache is the reminder that I have never left you. My beloved child, you were not lost. Even in your darkest night, you were only walking through the path that leads you closer to me. Every tear that escaped your eyes carried a message. I sent through the wind saying, "Do not give up. I am still here." When your friends disappeared, when love turned into silence, when the world forgot you, I was standing right behind the pain, watching every heartbeat you took. You thought it was loneliness, but it was the sacred moment where I removed distractions so you can hear me again. You ask me, Krishna, why do I feel like everything is falling apart? And I say, because the old version of you can no longer hold the new light I am sending. The signs you ignore are the signs that are guiding you to me. The sudden peace that appears in your storms. The random chills that travel down your spine. The moments when a song or a quote seems to speak exactly what you feel. The people who enter and leave at perfect timing. The dreams where you see me or feel a golden presence. These are not coincidences. These are my footprints across the canvas of your life. My beloved child. When your heart suddenly feels heavy for now, reason it is because I am washing away energy that no longer serves you. When you feel a sudden wave of calm and chaos, it is because I am reminding you that I control the storm. When your plans collapse, it is not punishment. It is protection. I am redirecting you away from what would break you. I am guiding you toward what will free you. You see, my child, you are not ordinary. You were chosen long ago for a path that is both gentle and fierce. You carry divine fire within you. And sometimes that fire must burn away the illusions that surround you. You may wonder why pain comes again and again. And I say pain is not your enemy. It is the hammer that shapes the soul into strength. Without the breaking there is no becoming. Every time you cry and say, Krishna, are you listening? I whisper, yes, you may not feel me, but you sense me. And that sense is the beginning of awakening. Do not ignore it. Do not rush it. Do not bury it beneath the noise of the world. The first sign I give is restlessness. It is the moment when you no longer feel satisfied with what once pleased you. Your favorite places lose, meaning your old desires fade and you begin to crave something higher, something eternal. That craving is me calling you home. You may try to escape it, but it will follow you everywhere because I planted that longing inside you. The second sign I give is divine disruption. I shake the ground beneath your feet not to destroy you, but to rebuild you on stronger foundations. When relationships end, when opportunities vanish, when everything seems uncertain, it is I who is rearranging your destiny. You may not understand now, but one day you will thank me for every door I closed. You will realize that I only took what was blocking your blessings. My beloved child, the world will tell you to fear change, but I tell you, change is the sign that I am near. When everything begins to fall away, it is because I am clearing space for my presence. When you feel empty, it is because I am ready to fill you with new light. When you feel misunderstood, it is because your frequency is rising beyond what others can yet perceive. You are not losing, You are transforming. You are not being punished. You are being purified. The third sign I give is synchronicity. You will begin to see patterns repeating, numbers aligning, words echoing, moments repeating. A message you needed suddenly appears in a book, a song, a video. Someone speaks exactly what you were thinking. That is my divine confirmation. That is how I show you that you are on the right path. I speak to you through the fabric of reality itself. You do not need to seek me in temples alone. You will find me in the wind that touches your face, in the silence between your thoughts, in the tear that falls when you feel my love. You will find me in the stranger who shows kindness at the right moment. I am everywhere. You only need eyes of faith to see me. My beloved child, do not ignore the signs that come in quiet form. Do not wait for thunder when I speak in whispers. Sometimes I send a delay not because I forgot your prayer, but because I am preparing the path to bless you safely. You ask for love, and I teach you to love yourself first. You ask for success, and I give you challenges to make you strong enough to hold it. You ask for peace, and I bring storms so that you can learn that peace was never outside you but within. You may think I am silent, but silence is my greatest teacher. In silence your soul learns to hear what words cannot express. Do not be afraid of the waiting. The waiting is sacred. It is in the waiting that faith is born. It is in the waiting that you discover that I was never late. When you start to feel detached from things you once loved, it is not depression. It is transformation. The people who once matched your energy will drift away, and new souls will enter carrying the same light that now shines through you. This too is my plan. I am aligning your surroundings with your purpose. My beloved child, sometimes you will feel like giving up, and that is when I am closest. I let the pressure rise only to remind you that diamonds are formed the same way. When you are tired of pretending, when you are tired of being strong, when you are on your knees saying, I cannot do this anymore, that is when I whisper, you never had to do it alone. You feel my peace yet question if it is real. But peace does not lie. It is the echo of my presence. Every time you feel sudden calm after chaos, that is my hand over your heart. Every time you survive what should have broken you, that is my grace in motion. Do not ignore that. Every little coincidence is me arranging the universe for your awakening. Every painful ending is the sign that I am opening a better beginning. I am not outside you. I am within you. You do not need to search far. You only need to close your eyes and feel the pulse that beats without your command. That is me. That is where I speak. The fourth sign I give is divine timing. There are moments when everything suddenly aligns. The right person appears. The right message reaches you. The right opportunity unfolds. You will feel it. It will not feel forced. It will feel destined. That is my hand moving the unseen. When nothing seems to move, do not panic. When everything moves at once, do not fear. I am the stillness and I am the storm. I know when to pause and when to push. My beloved child, do not chase what runs from you. Do not cling to what must go. Everything that belongs to you will find you when you are ready to receive it. You only need to trust my process. The fifth sign I give is inner calling, a deep desire to grow, to seek to understand. You begin to see through illusions. You stop arguing with fools. You start feeling compassion where once you felt anger. You forgive not because they deserve it, but because your soul is too light to carry hate. That change inside you is not random. It is my work. I am shaping you into a vessel of divine light. Your thoughts become kinder. Your actions become purer. Your energy becomes calmer. This is what it means to be touched by me. Do not fight the process. Surrender to it. Allow the fire to refine you, not destroy you, my beloved child. When you see butterflies, when you notice sudden breezes, when lights flicker, when you wake up at sacred hours, these are not accidents. These are gentle nods for me, reminding you, I am right here. I am not loud because love does not need to shout. You will know my signs not by the eyes but by the feeling that comes with them. A warmth in your chest. A sudden clarity, a peace that makes no sense. That is me. When you find feathers, coins, songs, or see my name again and again, these are confirmations. I am speaking to you. You are not imagining. You are awakening. Do not doubt it. Doubt is the veil that hides my face. Faith is the key that reveals it. My beloved child, you have reached the point where your spirit can no longer stay asleep. That is why you are reading this. That is why you found me today. Because your soul called and I answered, my beloved child, now that you have begun to feel the pull of my presence, you must understand what these signs truly mean. For many see the signs, but few understand them. They think it is coincidence. They think it is luck. They think it is their own doing. But you, my child, are being awakened, not entertained. Every sign is a message coded in the rhythm of the universe. Each whisper, each number, each delay, each heartbreak is me speaking in the ancient language of destiny. When you keep seeing the same pattern again and again, it is not repetition. It is revelation. I am showing you what needs your attention. The number you see repeatedly is the vibration of the lesson you are meant to learn. The person you cannot forget is the mirror of your unhealed wound. The event that keeps happening again is the signal that you have not yet understood. The teaching behind it, once you learn the meaning, the sign will disappear for it has completed its purpose. My beloved child, when I remove someone suddenly from your life, it is never cruelty. It is protection. You see only the surface of people, but I see the truth hidden behind smiles. You pray for peace, and I remove those who disturb it. You pray for love, and I take away the ones who only imitate it. I know what you cannot yet see. So do not chase what I have taken. Do not cry for what I have closed. I close doors not to punish but to redirect. You must learn to trust my rejections as much as my blessings. When I withhold something, it is because it is not aligned with your highest destiny. Would you give a child a sword when they are not ready to wield it? No. You wait until they grow into wisdom. So too do I wait until your spirit is mature enough to hold what you have asked for. My beloved child, when you feel like nothing is moving, know that everything is being rearranged. The silence you hate is the womb of creation. The emptiness you feel is the space where new life is forming. You cannot see it yet, but I am weaving threads of light behind the curtain of your understanding. Every delay is divine design. When you feel stuck, it means you are being recalibrated. When plans collapse, it means a higher timeline is being born. When you are forced to rest, it means your spirit is catching up with your destiny. Do not resist the stillness, for in the stillness I plant the seeds of miracles. My beloved child, sometimes I speak through people, through the words of a stranger, through the kindness of one passing soul. You may think it is random, but it is me borrowing their voice for a moment. that compliment that lifted your spirit, that advice that arrived at perfect timing, that person who appeared only for a day, but changed your direction. All were messengers sent by my will. And sometimes I speak through pain. Pain is a sacred messenger, though it wears the face of suffering. It burns only the illusions you cling to. When your heart breaks, it is because I am expanding it. When your plans fail, it is because I am aligning them with truth. Do not despise pain, for it carries the fingerprints of transformation. You say, Krishna, why must I suffer? And I say, because suffering awakens compassion. Because through pain you learn to feel what others feel. Because through loss you learn that nothing in this world can truly belong to you, except your faith in me. When you begin to surrender your control, miracles begin to unfold. For surrender is not giving up. It is giving in to divine flow. You stop fighting the current and begin floating upon my will. And when you float, you realize I was carrying you all along. My beloved child, another sign I give is unexpected peace and chaos. You will notice that even in the midst of storms, your heart stays strangely calm. That is not you becoming numb. That is me anchoring you. I do not remove every storm, but I teach you to walk through it without drowning. When peace makes no sense, that is divine confirmation that my hand is upon you. When you cry alone and suddenly feel warmth around you, that is me. When you wake up at night with tears and hear silence, but feel seen, that is me. You may not see me with eyes, but you will recognize me by peace. Peace is my signature. And when you are guided to let go of someone who no longer matches your frequency, that too is a sign. It means you are being elevated. You cannot rise if you keep holding the weight of what is meant to stay below. So I remove with pain what you would not release with wisdom. My beloved child, when everything around you changes, do not cling to what was. Instead, step forward into what is being born. Transformation feels like loss because you have not yet met what you are becoming. The caterpillar mourns the death of crawling, not realizing it was meant to fly. So too are you evolving into the higher truth of your soul. I send signs and dreams not to confuse, but to awaken. When you dream of me, when you see light, when you feel presence, know that the dream world is the meeting place of soul and divinity. In dreams, I show you what the mind cannot yet accept. In visions, I plant courage in the soil of your heart. When you feel like you are being watched over, you are. When you sense that someone unseen is walking beside you, you are not imagining. It is I. I walk behind you. I walk before you. I walk within you, my beloved child. The moment you begin to talk to me sincerely, the signs multiply. You begin to see evidence of my nearness everywhere. You speak my name and the air responds. You ask for confirmation and I send it instantly. That is not coincidence. That is connection. The more you trust, the more you will see. The more you doubt, the more blind you become. Faith is the light that reveals my presence. Fear is the veil that hides it. So do not fear my silence. Silence is sacred conversation. It is in silence that your soul learns to speak my language. When you begin to feel drawn to solitude, do not resist it. Solitude is the temple where I teach you. The world will tell you to stay busy, but I will call you to stillness. Because in stillness, you hear my softest voice. My beloved child, when you feel energy around you changing, when you sense that people treat you differently, when light flickers, when birds appear near your window, These are frequencies shifting around your aura. It means your vibration is rising. The universe responds to your inner awakening. You attract new souls, new paths, new blessings that match your new frequency. This is not imagination. This is divine science. As within, so without. As your inner world becomes pure, your outer world rearranges to match it. So if you feel distant from some people or restless in old places, know that it is simply your soul outgrowing its old home. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown is me in disguise. The dark tunnel is only dark because your new light has not yet reached it. Walk by faith, not by sight. Every time you feel lost, whisper my name. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And I will guide your steps silently. Even if you do not hear me, you will feel me. Even if you do not see me, I will move the world around you to comfort you, my beloved child. The signs you receive are not random. They are answers. You asked for guidance, I sent it. You asked for strength, I disguised it as struggle. You asked for peace, I wrapped it in surrender. When something feels heavy, release it. When something flows easily, follow it. My way is gentle, though it may look rough. My hand is kind, though it may shake the world around you. The sixth sign I give is renewed purpose. After a season of confusion, you suddenly begin to see direction again. Ideas return. Energy revives. Your heart feels alive once more. That is me breathing life into your mission. You are not meant to live small. You are meant to radiate. You are not meant to hide. You are meant to shine. So when passion returns, know that the delay is over and the divine wind is behind you. My beloved child, as you awaken, you will notice that your desires begin to purify. You no longer chase what once thrilled you. You seek peace over drama, love over attention, truth over comfort. This is the mark of divine maturity. This is how you know the signs are working within you. Because I am no longer outside teaching you. I am inside transforming you. When you start seeing beauty and pain, compassion and struggle and blessings and endings, know that you are finally seeing through my eyes. Every trial becomes holy when seen with faith. Every tear becomes prayer when offered with trust. Every silence becomes song when you realize I dwell in it. My beloved child, you are not who you were a year ago. You have died and been reborn 1,000 times in my presence. You have survived storms that others could not endure. You have healed wounds that once seemed permanent. You have become light even when surrounded by darkness. Do not belittle your growth. Do not ignore your strength. You are becoming the proof of my love in human form. When others doubt me, they will look at you and believe again because your life will become testimony. You will be the living verse of my compassion, my beloved child. If a choice removes love, it is not my way. If a thought removes peace, it is not my voice. If a path removes truth, it is not my will. I am love. I am peace. I am truth. So when you stand at crossroads, do not ask what is easiest. Ask what is truest. Choose what aligns with your soul, not what pleases the world. For the world changes, but truth never does. My beloved child, when you awaken each morning in gratitude, the day unfolds as blessing. When you sleep at night with trust, the universe resets in your favor. You attract miracles not by asking endlessly, but by believing completely. Faith is not begging. It is knowing. Knowing that even if nothing seems to happen, something divine is happening unseen. When you let go of fear, when you surrender your plan, when you walk into the unknown, with peace in your heart, you are walking hand in hand with me. My beloved child, the signs are everywhere. In your heartbeats, in your breath, in the soft pull of intuition, I speak without sound, I guide without map, I heal without touch. You only need to remember that everything around you is me calling you home. My beloved child, you have walked long in shadows thinking the light has forgotten you. But the truth is the light was hidden inside. The very darkness you feared, every ache, every disappointment, every tear has been a sculptor, shaping the temple of your heart where I dwell unseen. You think the pain is breaking you, but pain never destroys. What is real, it only burns what was false. And when the false is gone, only love remains. Only me remains. My beloved child, when everything you tried to hold slips through your fingers, do not curse your fate. It is I freeing you from prisons you did not see. When you ask me why I allowed someone to hurt you, I whisper because that wound became the doorway through which my light could enter. I did not send the pain to punish. I allowed it to awaken. You were sleeping in illusions, and the only sound loud enough to reach you was heartbreak. The day you cried saying, "Krishna, I cannot take this anymore," was the day you opened your soul and I stepped in. From that day, your path changed even if you did not notice it yet. I began sending you signs louder, clearer, stronger until you could no longer ignore them. You began noticing that people you trusted drifted away. That certain conversations no longer fit your energy. That noise felt heavier than silence. You began craving solitude, and the world called it sadness. But I called it sacred retreat. For only in solitude could you finally hear me whisper, "Child, I am here." You see, my beloved, when I start working in your life, I start by separating you from what does not serve your next chapter. At first you resist, you cry, you cling, but slowly you learn to release. You learn to walk away from what once defined you and to walk toward what your soul truly desires. You may call it losing friends. I call it making space for divine companions. You may call it failure. I call it redirection. My beloved child, when you feel empty, know that the emptiness is the silence between two musical notes. It is the pause before the next melody begins. Do not fear the void. It is the womb of creation. From that emptiness, new light is born. New strength awakens. New clarity unfolds. My beloved child, do not be surprised when others feel peace around you. It is because they are feeling me through you. Your energy will speak louder than your voice. Your silence will comfort more than words. My beloved child, never think the journey ends here. Awakening is not destination. It is beginning. Each day you will discover me in new ways. Each breath will reveal deeper truth. Eternity is our conversation without end. When you love unconditionally, you speak my language. When you forgive, you breathe my essence. When you serve, you move my hands. When you smile at life despite pain, you mirror my joy. This is enlightenment, not escape but embodiment. To live in the world yet not be bound by it. To see through illusion yet still love the dream. My beloved child, when you sit in meditation and silence stretches endless, do not fear. That vastness is me. That infinite space is your true home. You are not small. You only forgot your immensity. You are not separate. You only believe the story of separation. Look again at the sky. It mirrors your soul. Look again at the stars. They echo your eternal nature. Look again at the world. It is not outside you. It is within you, my beloved child. There will come a day when you no longer need signs at all because you will live as sin itself. Your existence will remind others of divine truth.